Hey, okay, so we've got a lot of Astro transits going on that are causing a lot of chaos and disruption. And I'm going to be here to talk about all of this. So I will give all of the Astro language at the end. I'm just going to dive straight in. There is a whole reshuffling of our soul codes and destinies. So what we've got, and I'm going to do the utmost best that I can do to deliver this information to you all on a personal, social, and collective level. So bear with me. We're going to weave a really wild ride here, going through and traversing many different evocative landscapes. So I'm being smudged out here with this amazing blend of resin, beautiful sacred resin from the Goddess Garden. So check out their products. They're amazing. And in the meantime, just pull this sacred smoke, the holy smoke, over you. And send some prayers and intentions out into the cosmos, into your community, into our collective. And also pull it in for yourself personally. Okay. So I'm recording this on the 14th of January. Mercury has gone retrograde 10 degrees Aquarius. This is not your normal Mercury retrograde. Mercury is squaring Uranus, retrograding at 10 degrees Taurus, fixed Earth. This is a Mercury retrograde on steroids. Mercury is the trickster. And a lot of us are just so tired, exhausted, bone tired. And this is what I'm feeling around, is that we've got this soul weariness that has settled in our bones. And it is adding an element of despair into the collective. So what we need to do is, in this particular Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, which is cosmic intelligences squaring its modern ruler Uranus, is that there is a heightened level of anxiety and stress that is paramount out in the social field, floating anxiety. And so with any of this, there is always a healthy, functional, gifted expression, but there's always the inversion, a more challenging, psychologically difficult or wounded expression. So, coming back to the plants, to Mother Earth, grounding, centering, spending as much time in nature, sitting with your back aligned with a tree guardian, sitting with your back against a tree, your bare feet anchored deep onto the mother, and if you can, place your hands on Mother Earth and pray to receive her guidance at this time. Mother Earth is strong. She has been through so many cataclysmic events, and she regenerates, she restores herself. I personally would be more concerned about us as a collective humanitarian, our humanity. I'm very aware Mercury's retrograde, so there may be a few little slip-ups in my communication. But you know what I mean. You're along here. You're tuned in. So, sending the prayers out on the holy smoke, okay? Praying for yourself, your community, your family. Venus is retrograding till the 30th of January. She is retrograding in Capricorn, which is feminine earth. And there is a whole reshuffling here around our soul purpose, our contracts, and our relationships. You may have noticed that there seems to be a massive reconfiguration happening with any friendship, relationship, connection point in your sphere. And we are realigning and recalibrating to come into beautifully aligned pods. I've been explaining and sharing with many loved ones, it's almost like the magnets. There's either a repulsion or an aversion. Repulsion is quite a strong word. So an aversion or a connection. Trust in the process, people, of how this is unfolding. It does not mean that it is forever. It does not have to be in black and white. Take a step back, release the tension and the contraction, and breathe into the expansion. The release is in the exhale. Trust in the process of these retrograding planets, specifically Venus till the end of the month, and Mercury, which is also going to slip back into the late degrees Capricorn. And we're not out of the shadow of the Mercury retrograde till the 24th of February. So she does go direct on the 4th of February, but we're not out of the shadow till the 24th. She, he, binary, non-binary, fluid, yeah? So we're working with fluidity here with Mercury. Learning to be more fluid rather than the rigidity of the Saturnian Capricorn, which is more of an inversion. So we are working with some very intense, chaotic, challenging energies that are pushing us almost over the edge of our capacity to hold space, to be available. It is really challenging the compassionate edge and the sense of kindness and care that we give to each other, to our fellow beings, our community. So allowing the grace and the wisdom to come in throughout this amazing time in the evolution of humanity, and we are at the big tipping point. So collectively, as well, with the Mercury retrograde, the frequencies have been amped up considerably. And the frequencies are also geared around the matrix, and there is a particular frequency around mind control. So understanding what are your thoughts, your sovereign being, and what is infiltration. This is why it's so important to have a devotional practice, a discipline, to know how to ground, to center, to cleanse and purify your thought fields, your energetic bodies, your etheric field, and start to dive into this more and understand the beautiful complexities of your whole multidimensional self. So we are beautiful physical humans, and we can't forget our humanness in this. So breathe in and just know that it's okay if you're really bone tired. These transits are not easy transits, and it also depends on where it's playing out in your own personal natal chart with your own experiences, your own organic interaction. The planet and the cosmos lives inside of us. This is as above, so below, external, internal. And it's really advantageous to work with the retrograde cycles to release and let go. And I've been using a very powerful exercise that releases blockages, contracts, ancestral agreements, and anything that still remains that you wish to release. Now, this was taught to me by a beautiful shamanic mentor, Michelle, and it comes from an Ascension Handbook by Tony Stubbs. As you're aware in my Astro updates, I don't generally share other resources from other people, but I found that this has been exceptional to work alongside of the planetary signatures and transits at this moment in time. So again, just tune in. It may vibe with you, it may not. So you say the following with focused intent, and this really sums up the Venus retrograde in Capricorn and Mercury retrograding in Aquarius squaring Uranus. I now reject any and all the vows that I accepted in order to experience the illusion of unconsciousness and separation from Source. As a light bearer of my genetic lineage, I break these vows for myself and my ancestors. I declare these vows null and void in this incarnation and all of our incarnations across time and space. Parallel realities, parallel universes, alternate realities, alternate universes, all planetary systems, all source systems, and all dimensions. I ask for the release of all crystal devices, all implants, negative thought forms, limited emotions, matrices, veils, dark cellular memory, misguided pictures of reality, genetic limitation, and the illusion of death. I break and release all these limiting vows now. I am free. I am divine. I reclaim my natural power and co-create my reality with Source. Now you can repeat this as often as necessary. I have started using this daily and before I need to make any major decisions in my life. And it's important that when you do releasing vows or contract releasing, that you bring in, you call in something to fill the void, whether that be joy, happiness, discernment, empowerment, sovereignty, and awareness, consciousness on all levels. So beautiful creatures. There are amazing, amazing medicinal plants. There are incredible, wise, beautiful souls and herbalists and therapists and healers. Midwives that are there navigating us through their prayers with the collective and helping us to navigate these very tumultuous times. We're each experiencing a different level of this, a different aspect of the experience as an individual. So I send prayers out for humanity, for great love and strength and support at these times. Stay strong, go well with magic and love in your hearts, and know that the sacred wheel of life is turning, and there is amazing goodness that is waiting for us. And do not forget this. Okay, so I wish you well with wherever you may be today on our beautiful Mama Earth, and stay tuned. I'm going to start bringing you more updates with the astrology as we track this in our own personal lives and also for the collective. Go well, Earth Medicine people. And remember that your feet hold and pick up incredible codes from Gaia when you walk on her with your bare feet. Each footstep is a prayer.